Hey peeps, what's happening? Y'all know I like to get right into it. Let me pull up some of my notes. Hey, what's good? All right. As you guys, well, if you're new here, welcome. Excuse me. I'm going to get into what I'm battling right now with this cold for the first time in 9 years. I'm getting to that in a second. But in order to answer some of your health questions, you got to join me from my live group on in my school community. And let me make sure they can hear me. Uh, YouTube and Instagram, can you guys hear me? All right, perfect. Okay, so let's get right into it. Why we ask for things, or some things at least, and don't get it. Why we ask for some things and don't get it. Okay. So, again, gratitude for joining me here for Think Thursdays at 3 p.m. And before we jump in, I always like to start in and just ask you guys to take a deep breath with me because we don't deep breathe enough. All right. So, deep breathe in with me. That's like smoking weed. I don't smoke. I've done it a handful of times, but anyway, not important. Let's do that one more time. We're going to inhale through our nose for a 4 second count. We're going to hold for a 3 second count, and then we're going to exhale for a 6 to 8 second count. One more time. That is amazing right there. All right, appreciate you guys doing that. So today we're going to talk about something most people never slow down to examine, okay? Not why you don't have what you want, but why you couldn't hold it even if it walked through the door tomorrow. Amen or ouch? Huh? Amen or ouch? All right. So most of us spend so much time trying to manifest and praying and journaling and hustling to get something, whether that's health, weight loss, money, peace, love, finances, purpose, discipline, whatever that looks like for you, right? But for very few of us ever look at, do I actually have the capacity to receive it? And again, I want to make sure YouTube, can you hear me? All right, sometimes I'll be talking to myself. Do I actually have the capacity to receive it? And another question you should ask yourself, do I have the character to sustain it? Do I have the character to sustain it? And that's where we're going here today, okay? Into psychology and a little bit of spirituality of receiving, not religion, but spirituality, okay? Here's some hardcore truth. We don't attract what we want. We don't attract what we want. We attract what we are prepared to hold. So, if we say we want health, right? Or let's just say a healthy relationship. We're going to start right there. A healthy relationship with a human. But emotionally, you only know how to operate in chaos. You will turn that relationship into chaos. Okay? If you want energy, but the only coping skills that you have right now is caffeine, sugar, and comfort food, your body's going to go back into survival mode. If you say you want abundance, but you are terrified of the responsibility, right? You will subconsciously sabotage those opportunities so you don't have to steward them. Because with responsibility comes with more responsibility. With abundance comes the person that has to be responsible to obtain that, right? So we think that manifestation fails because we don't want something bad enough. But most of the time, manifestation fails because we are underdeveloped in the places where it would need to land. All right. So Drop in the chat, whether you're in school or YouTube, wherever you're from right now, what's the one thing you have that has been calling you in? What's the one thing that you've been calling in? Okay. Is it health? All right, that's a little broad, but what does health look like for you? Is it not getting bloated every time you eat whatever food, or just bloated, period? Is it not having PMS and cramps? Is it relieving yourself of acne? Is it finances? Is it a healthy relationship? What's one thing you've been calling in? I want to know. Okay. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest blocks of receiving. One of the biggest blocks of receiving, competing desires. And this right here, I know a whole lot about. And I'm going to get into my personal, as I always do, because I don't mind. That's just what I do. Competing desires. This essentially means that you have two desires operating at the same time and they cancel each other out. Here's an example. I want to be healthy, but I don't want to give up my soul food. Can anybody relate? I want to be healthy, but I don't want to give up my soul food. How about this? I want peace, but I don't know how to set boundaries. I want energy, but I don't want to go to bed. I want to do just one more episode of Netflix, right? I want financial freedom, but I don't want to feel the pressure. And here's one that is a ouch to me. I'm always doing amens or ouches. Here's an ouch to me. I want a partner, but I like my freedom. And I like how clean my space is. That was me in my last relationship. I wanted a relationship, but I remember literally thinking when he was at my place, I was literally thinking all the time, I was like, I can't wait till you leave because my place, I have to clean it all over again. He was just not the tidiest person. He just would go wash his hands and be water all over the sink. And I'm just like, it would drive me nuts. So energetically, I was like, I can't wait for you to leave. And guess what? He's gone for good. Now, the last part of our relationship wasn't his final say, it was mine. However, it was a lot of back and forth like that. So anyway, if your desire is like a gas pedal and your fear is like a parking brake, you're not stuck. You're just trying to drive with both feet. Okay? How many of you guys try to drive with both feet on the gas and the brake at the same time? Okay? So the work isn't about trying harder. The work is what desire in me is afraid of what I say I want. It's not about trying harder. It's about what desire in me or you is afraid of what you say you want. So drop a gas or drop either gas or brake in the chat if you can understand what I'm saying, okay? Are you pushing the gas and the brake at the same time trying to drive and get somewhere? Let me know. So the soul doesn't come here for comfort. And we're talking about why you're here on earth. The soul comes here for capacity, right? So every trigger, every relapse, every craving, every cycle around food, every breakup, every setback is an invitation to grow your capacity and your vessel, right? So food triggers aren't here to shame you. They are here to locate you. Overeating is an example, is not a weakness, okay? Overeating is not a weakness. It's communication. It is pure communication. Your cravings are not failures. They're notifications from your nervous system saying, hey, there's a big part of me that doesn't know how to cope without X, Y, and Z. So the soul who chooses experiences that expose the parts of us that need strengthening, try asking yourself this. Right now, what arena is pressuring me to grow? What arena is pressuring me to grow? Is it in your relationship with humans or with food or with finances, your emotions, faith? What is it right now? What's pressuring you to grow? Let me know. Some people, salty chips, right? I get it. That's an emotional message. That's not you being weak. That's not you being necessarily addicted. It's actually a message. Our body craves certain foods for certain reasons. And crunchy, salty chips just broadly means that you're stressed about something and you're worrying about something. But I'm gonna leave it at that, okay? YouTube, if you are listening, you have an opportunity to ask me your health questions inside my private school community. So join me there. At the end of this, I always like to ask or answer some health questions, okay? But let's get back to it. So here's something a little wild. Anything that you judge, whew, and I'm about to step on some toes, including my own. Anything that you judge, you eventually have to experience. Why? So you can learn compassion for it. Anything that you judge, you eventually have to experience so you can learn compassion for it. So if you judge someone's weight, you'll likely face your own health challenges. And it may come in weight or something else around your wellness, but you will have to face your own challenges. If you judge someone else's relationship, you're going to face your own lessons. If you judge someone else's emotional eating, you'll eventually meet your own form of coping. This is real. This is real. Okay? This is real. And I'm about to get in the ouch moment for a second, but this reminds me of a post that Sunny Speaks posted about the other day. She was talking about how another Black female influencer was talking about Sunny around her weight, and basically she was saying that she wouldn't, or she shouldn't at least, be this overweight, especially as a vegan. She shouldn't be overweight as a vegan. And the influencer tried to justify it with what's wrong with her stating the truth. So I'm not here to choose sides. I'm not here to choose sides because honestly, I've been on both sides. I used to ask the same question. What's wrong with telling the truth? Especially in the Black community where we think being blunt is being real, right? But here's what I've learned. Telling the truth without compassion isn't honesty. It's judgment dressed up as cute. Think about that. Telling the truth without compassion isn't honesty. It's judgment dressed up as cute. So Sunny shared that she's battling stress and depression and things of that nature. And if you've ever been there before, you already know. Stress changes the body. Depression literally slows down your metabolism, and survival mode changes how you eat, how you move, how you cope, how you live. So when we judge the outcome without understanding someone's story, we definitely miss the point. So listen, I'm not exempt. As I've been sharing with you guys, I haven't been sick in 9 years. And I've been bragging about it, looking down on people and saying, y'all need to get it together. And now look at me, I'm sick. And it's been a week and a half. This is definitely humbling, okay? So the point is this, the universe will let you know. The universe will let you know in a roundabout way or a direct way sometimes. And it will let you taste the very thing that you judge so compassion can catch up to you. So again, if you judge someone else's weight journey, you will likely face your own. If you judge someone else's relationship, you will have your own lessons. And if you judge someone else's emotional eating, you will eventually meet your own form of coping. So judgment creates distance. Distance blocks compassion. And compassion expands capacity. And capacity is the vessel that holds the abundance. So, next time that you catch yourself judging someone else's struggle, ask yourself this: what is this showing about myself? The next time you cross somebody and you want to judge them, they're holding a mirror up for you. They're holding a mirror up for you. So ask yourself, what is this showing me about myself? So receiving is much less about getting and more about becoming. So if you want to be someone who sustains health or peace or love or abundance, you have to become the version of you who relate to those things that you self-sabotage. Have you ever self-sabotaged yourself for anything? Have you ever done that? Absolutely. So this is what I teach in my class, right? There are 4 buckets that I use with my clients. Those buckets are emotional, spiritual, physical, and mental. In the emotional bucket, can you regulate yourself without food or chaos? Can you regulate yourself without food or chaos? In the spiritual bucket, do you take responsibility for your patterns? Do you take responsibility for your food or patterns? In the physical, do you treat your body like a partner or a prop? Do you treat your body like a partner or a prop? And then the last bucket is the mental side. Are you curious or are you checked out? Now, these are training grounds, not identity traits or anything like that. So ask yourself, which buckets are you avoiding training right now? It's brand new into 2026. A lot of people have resolutions, especially around health. Be honest with yourself, because research says most people bail out on their health resolutions within day 5. Some people 7 to 14. Most people, I think 90 something percent by day 5. So which bucket do you need to train right now before you even go to the gym? Before you even clear out your pantry and, just put a bunch of carrots and kale in there? What area do you need training right now? Usually it's here. It starts with the mind. Okay? So the question is not about why don't I have something yet? The question is that you need to be asking and focusing on is, who would I need to become to hold it without losing myself? Who do I need to become to hold what I say I want without losing myself? Because wanting is cheap. That's easy. It's on the floor. It's free 99 everywhere. Wanting something is cheap. But becoming something is costly, whether it's your time or a little bit of financial investment in yourself. That's costly. But if you say you want something, you got to work to get it, right? And the good news is this, is that you don't have to fully be healed to get something, though. You don't have to be fully healed to get something. You just need to be willing to grow. Have that burning desire to actually grow. And then the universe will bring it to you. So this is why diets fail, why motivation fails, why willpower fails, just be disciplined type thing. All of that stuff fails because none of those things build capacity. So my work and the work that we do inside of my school is about helping you build the vessel. Okay? Nervous system capacity, emotional capacity, identity capacity, food capacity, boundaries capacity, right? Faith capacity, all of that. Once the vessel expands, the blessings stop bouncing off of your life and they start landing. Okay? So listen, if today hit home, stay close. We meet every Thursday at 3 o'clock Central and every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central. And for those kind of extract kind of conversations, we definitely go deeper inside of my private community in school because there's some things that they don't want you to know. So I just kind of keep it private there. And then at the end, I answer some questions, and I have some coming up right here. I've got a couple. First question is, how do I know I really want something or if I just like the idea of it? Oh, that's, I love that question. How do I know I really want something or I just like the idea of it? I love that question. I'm going to come back. Another question, why do I keep self, excuse me, why do I keep sabotaging myself when things are finally going well? Woo! I got something for you too. How do I stop judging other people when I don't agree with what they are doing? Listen, we got some amazing questions in the private community tonight. Join the link. It is somewhere in the bio, somewhere, I don't know. But I'm going to shut off these questions because these are private and I need you guys in the community. All right. I appreciate you guys for being here. I'll see you next time.